The Witcher 3 is undoubtedly one of the best games ever made. It received many awards and acclaim from critics and gamers alike when it was released, so it felt natural to want to play such a popular and highly recommended game. But when I did, I uninstalled it twice. This was not because the game was bad or that it gave me a negative experience. I realized that I had actually forgotten what the role-playing in RPG meant, actually living and immersing yourself in the game. I had become used to being thrown into the action from the get-go, so from the beginning I felt it was too slow, with too many cinematics, which made me feel like a passive observer. But this all changed the third time that I reinstalled the game. I promised myself that I would power through and eventually I would be rewarded, because there was no way this game had that much hype for no reason. And the game did not disappoint. What really hooked me to the game was the Bloody Baron quest, because up to this point I had not gotten any reason to be emotionally invested in the main story. All that I had experienced, I was told. All the interactions with Ciri, all those memories. To me as a player, there was little connection there. But this all changed when I took on the quest to find the daughter and wife of the Bloody Baron.
Fine, I'll help you. I'll find your family, but then you'll give me every bit of information you have.
You have my word.
It felt like any other quest initially, until the point where I discovered that the Baron was abusing his wife.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
And that he was responsible for his wife and daughter leaving. But what exactly makes this moment special? It's the live experience, the unfolding of emotions as you confront the Baron. His initial proud and boastful demeanor changes. You see the man break in real time as he can no longer ignore his actions and consequences. In this moment, there is no escape, no hiding from the truth. In front of Geralt, he has to accept what he has done, and he can no longer hide behind a mask by lying to himself. The Baron breaks down, and you as the player get to see the raw and emotional writing of the scene.
I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
This right here made me fall in love with the game. It made me appreciate the effort and time that went into crafting and writing the stories. Because in that moment, I experienced all the emotions that the Baron felt when he admits that his wife's miscarriage was caused by his physical abuse. I felt his anger, resentment, acceptance, and shame all in that moment, and it was beautiful. But this is only the first part of the story. The next part is the path to redemption that follows. When you discover that the dead baby is now a botchling, there is something the Baron says that makes you realize maybe he still has a heart.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
He's no longer just the man who abused his wife, but one who is aware of his actions and recognizes that he has to own up to his mistakes. He's by no means absolved of his crimes, but he's also no longer only condemned. With Geralt's help, he takes up the botchling and names her.
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
This was the climax of that redemption story. You go from hating the Baron when you find out what he did to a feeling of sympathy. Maybe not all that anger and resentment go to sympathy, but some definitely does. On the note of sympathy, the story becomes even more tragic when you find out about his wife and the deal she made with the three witches. You realize the baby's death was a result of the hatred his wife had for him from his constant abuse. She hated him so much that she couldn't bear the thought of having his child.
I know that, Mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours.
To have gotten to that point, the pain and misery that his wife felt was unquantifiable. This whole story felt like a massive tragedy, and it made me appreciate the level of complexity that went into creating such an emotional roller coaster of a story. The intentionality, nuances, and creativity that went into creating multi-dimensional characters. This is what made the game interesting and convinced me to keep playing. And so that is how I got hooked onto The Witcher 3. I'm currently playing through the game and will post anything else I find interesting. If you would like to see those, consider subscribing. But if that's not your cup of tea, it's alright. Thanks for watching.